Conventions, if you clicked on this video, you've probably heard of them. Whether you're a convention enthusiast, an experienced, or a beginner artist, this video will give you some insights and tips on how to successfully apply and prepare for your own Artist Alley experience. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm May, an artist who got to experience exhibiting at a convention for the first time this year. Today I'm going to share my journey of applying for an Artist Alley table at Dokomi, one of Europe's largest anime conventions. As I talk about the topic for this video, I'll show you the process of drawing an illustration of Venti from Genshin Impact, which I also sold as a sticker at the convention. Let's get started. My adventure with conventions began as a visitor. I remember the first time I walked through the Artist Alley at Dokomi in 2023. The energy, the creativity, the connection with other artists, it was also inspiring. I knew I wanted to be a part of it, but the path to getting there wasn't as straightforward as I hoped. I had my heart set on getting a table at Dokomi. I watched the application phase closely, waiting for it to open. As soon as it did, I submitted my application, waiting with anticipation for the results. But as some of you might know, a lot of artists applied for this event, so the first time I applied I didn't get in, but I didn't give up. After my initial rejection, I saw an email the Dokomi team sent out to applicants in which they mentioned that you had the chance to find an artist to share a table with until the 28th of February. I only realized how much I wanted to get into the Artist Alley on the 27th of February. Due to this, I spent the 27th and 28th of February pretty much only reaching out to artists, sending a lot of messages. I also joined the Dokomi Discord server, through which I came into contact with even more artists. However, this approach didn't work out since I didn't find someone to share a table with in time. But then after a few days I got an email from the Dokomi team. They let me know one of the artists I would have liked to share a table with, who also got a rejection for the Artist Alley, though got an accepted booth in the exhibitor hall, which could also be shared. I saw this as a sign that this would be my last chance to get to exhibit this year, so I contacted the artist, Blaumund, and she was kind enough to let me share the booth with her. And that's how I got my table, not in the artist hall but the exhibitor hall, which also lead to a lot of things learned from this alone, but that's a topic for another video. As you may be able to tell, getting accepted for having a booth was just the beginning. Now let's talk about some of the problems I encountered along the way and how you can avoid them. First off, stress from last-minute attempts. I thought I could just find an artist to share a table with, but that was a mistake. Conventions receive hundreds of applications, so it's important to put your best foot forward. Take your time with the application process. If the artists get picked, ensure your portfolio is strong and highlight what makes your work unique. In general, it's good to look at the process for how artists get picked for events like these conventions. It tends to either be a random selection process, a defined selection process, or first come first serve, meaning the first people who apply get in. The next problem I would mention would be not having a backup plan. The first time I didn't get in, I hadn't considered other options like asking other artists to share a table with. Only through the mail I received afterwards from the Dokomi team, I thought about giving this option a shot as well. It's essential to have a plan B. For one, asking other artists while not being overbearing would be an option if you can share tables. Other than this, looking for other conventions or smaller events might be a good fit as well. Building your presence at smaller venues can also strengthen your application for larger conventions in the future. Another challenge was the importance of networking and persistence. Initially, I didn't fully understand how vital it was to connect with other artists and learn from their experiences. Networking isn't just about getting tips, it's about building relationships and finding support within the artist community. So, what did I learn from all this? First, start early. Keep track of application deadlines and give yourself plenty of time to prepare. Second, be persistent. Rejection is part of the process. Don't let it discourage you. Instead, use it as motivation to improve and try again. Third, leverage your network. The artist community is very supportive. Reach out, ask for advice, and learn from others. You never know what connections might help you secure a table spot. Here are some actionable steps you can take to improve your chances of getting into an Artist Alley. Start early. As soon as you know the application period, mark it on your calendar. You may also start preparing a portfolio for this, focusing on pieces that best represent your style and skills. Network with other artists, join online communities, attend meetups and other conventions even as visitor only, and participate in forums. Building relationships within the artist community can provide you with valuable insights and support. Research the the convention. Understand the type of art that resonates with the convention's audience, tailor your application to align with their preferences while still showcasing your unique style, prepare a strong application, pay attention to the details, make sure your application is complete, well written and error-free, highlight any previous convention experience if applicable, and explain why you want to be a part of this specific event if a written application is needed. Otherwise, just make sure you fill out the fields for the application correctly, have a backup plan, identify other conventions or events you can apply to. Diversifying your opportunities reduces the pressure on any single application. Applying for an Artist Alley table can be stressful, but it's also an exciting step in your artistic journey. Remember to start early, be persistent, and leverage your network. Every application is a learning experience that brings you closer to your goal. I hope you found the illustration process enjoyable to see and that these tips I mentioned are helpful. If they are, consider giving this video a thumbs up. You can also subscribe if you aren't already for more content on art and conventions. It would mean a lot to me. I'd love to hear about your experiences and any tips you might have, so leave a comment below. You can find this illustration as well as some other Genshin Impact characters in sticker form on my shop. If you're interested in seeing some full screen recorded process videos, time lapses and full resolution images of my art, you can find them on my Patreon. Now for exhibiting at a convention, you need to sell products. If you're curious about this and more convention related topics, I'll link a video about this topic here as soon as I've uploaded it, as I want to post a video about this soon. Thanks for watching, bye!